Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again, and it's time to go hoard up. Are you guys ready? I know I sure am. Today is the day that Batman v Superman hits Blu-ray, man, and I'm about to go out to the stores to see all the different editions that came out, because I believe there's like a lenticular, like digibook version. I believe there's a steelbook version of it out there. There's multiple different versions of that film hitting Blu-ray today, and of course I got my version of it in the other day, which I talked about in my last Blu-ray DVD update video, is the 4K Blu-ray one right here, the Ultimate Edition. So if you guys want to see my review and thoughts on my of the Batman 4K Blu-ray, make sure you guys check out my last video. I'll have a link in annotation here on the screen or in the description box. Make sure you guys check out my last video I put up talking about that. But also, I believe Return of the Living Dead came out today on Blu-ray, and a handful of other little things. So I'm going to be heading on out there, checking out all the cool different editions. So come along with me and let's see what we find today. Alright everyone, at my first location of the day, Best Buy. Let's head on in there, man. The sun's going down already. I'm out kind of late today, so hopefully the special editions or the different exclusive editions of Batman are still out there today. Who knows, man? But also stay tuned to the end of this video for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Well guys, let's take a look and see what Best Buy has to offer us today. Of course, they have Batman v Superman. They have like different covers, you know, for the DVD, the regular Blu-ray, and the 3D edition of it over here. They're sold out of the steelbook version of it today, but they also have this really cool graphic novel edition that comes with all three discs of the film, the DVD, the Blu-ray, and of course like the special features disc. But it also includes this really big graphic novel. It's kind of cool. Warner Brothers puts out editions like this sometimes for some of their animated series movies. That's kind of cool. But I really do like the lenticular cover on this Batman v Superman 3D one. That looks really cool. But they also have The Perfect Match over here from Lionsgate. I really didn't like that film very much, to be honest. It was just kind of like a generic, romantic rom-com kind of film. But I'm looking through here to see if I see anything else that was released today that stands out to me, because I'm not really seeing much except for like Miles Ahead, the new like a Miles Davis movie right here, starring Don Cheadle. He's a good actor, but I haven't really heard much about that film, to be honest. Oh, and they also have this DVD right here, OJ Made in America. What exactly is this? Is this like a documentary about the OJ Simpson trial or something? I'm not 100% sure, but I know this was today. And here are some other things that got released today. Elvis and Nixon, starring Johnny Knoxville and Michael Shannon. That looks like it could be kind of interesting. The complete 5th and final season of Person of Interest. Never seen an episode of my life. I don't even know if my mom likes the show, to be honest. And The Magicians came out today on Blu-ray. I talked about this first season of it in my last update one. Well guys, out of Best Buy right now. They're all sold out of the Batman v Superman exclusive steelbooks and things, but it's all good. I have my Blu-ray one already, my 4K one at home. Over at my next location of the day, Goodwill. Let's head on in and see what they got. Hopefully some new shit. Well guys, inside Goodwill right now, taking a look at some of their video section, VHS section they have over here. Looks like they have the old school Goonies clamshell right here with the original artwork I remember as a kid right now. Like this is like the original VHS I got was in the big clamshell like this. I know they made a smaller one of this one. I don't know, man, this is the classic artwork right here, and who knows if they're ever gonna make a Goonies 2. And they also have this, Critters 2 VHS right here. I haven't seen these movies in a long time. I wonder if Shout Factory is gonna put these ones out on Blu-ray sooner or later. But like this one right here, guys, this Goodwill, I guess just got a big old collection of like vinyls or what have you up over here. A big old collection of. First I thought they were laser discs, but there's this mostly all vinyl ones. I had a question for Fluffy. Do you have this one, Fluffy? And is this one worth anything? Britney's Dance Beat? Come on now, for the PlayStation 2? That's $5. You want to get it, Fluffy? Well, guys, at my next stop, the next stop of the day, Target. Let's head on in and see what they got. Alright everyone, let's see what Target has to offer us today. They have the 4K Blu-ray of Batman v Superman right here. I believe there's some countries that have the 4K, 3D, and regular Blu-ray combo pack. They also have the 3D one over here, the standard edition of it over here. But it looks like their exclusive edition, what's called the Digibook one, is all sold out over here. I even checked in front, they're all sold out out over there too. The Perfect Match over here. And this is the other one that came out that I forgot to talk about when I was in Best Buy, Killzone 2. This is sort of kind of a sequel to the original Killzone movie with Sammo Hung in it, but not really a sequel. But you know, it's called a part 2, but it's not really part 2. With starring Tony Jaa. I talked about this a couple of weeks in my one of my Blu-ray DVD update videos. I thought the action sequences of this were really kind of cool, and if you guys like Tony Jaa, you guys might get a kick out of this one, to be honest. And of course, they have Miles Ahead over here on a DVD. But Jesus Christ, guys, they have a book section over here, and it looks like they just have like a straight up YouTube book section over here. Like they have It Gets Worse over here, like by Shane Dawson. Is this like his second or third book that Shane Dawson's put out? I don't even know. But they also have another one over here. I don't really know who she is. I think I know her just because of the way she wears her lipstick and stuff in like different videos. But like she has a book out, and Jesus Christ, this seems like the YouTube book section. I believe even Chris Stuckman has a book. It should be right here. Maybe one day I'll have a book over there. The Wet Movie 1 story or something like that. That'll be a real short book though. But guys, have any of you guys seen Kindergarten Cop 2 yet? I bought this movie on the week of, on the day it was released a couple months back. I put it in, watched it for like 20 minutes, shut it off, and I never went back to it. You know what I mean? It was that bad. I want to know what you guys' thoughts about Kindergarten Cop 2 is, if you guys got it or anything like that, because it's definitely not as good as the original one at all. Holy shit. Well guys, nothing up over here at Target for me today. But guys, thank you so much for watching. So let's go on home for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Alright everyone, now on to the review portion of this hoarding up video here. I got a handful of DVDs and Blu-rays to talk to you guys about today, so let's get started with it. The first one up over here is from Lionsgate, and that is Summer Camp on DVD. This is a new horror thriller film about these 4 Americans, young Americans that are traveling to Europe to be camp counselors for the summer for these young European kids. But as soon as these 4 camp counselors arrive to their campsite, they find out that it's not really a regular campsite like out in the woods in the wilderness and things like that. They find out that they're going to be staying at this big, rich Victorian looking house and everything like that. But when they get there, they find out that this house is all kind of dilapidated, like the water's not running, like all the stuff's kind of broken and looking like no one's been there for a long time. And this all takes place 2 days before the kids are supposed to arrive, because the camp counselors arrive early, and they're just exploring the grounds until they find out that there's this dog, a couple of dogs that are down in the basement or whatever. And of course, one of the camp counselors gets bitten by one of the dogs, and all hell breaks loose, and there's a virus, running rampant throughout the whole campsite and things. I found this movie to be kind of decent, not really amazing or anything like that. It's from one of the producers of Annabelle and The Conjuring. It was watchable. Some moments were pretty kind of tense and things, but it kind of sort of felt like I was watching like what is it called? Cabin Fever a little bit, but not really. But kind of, sort of, kind of thing. But it wasn't really a mind-blowing movie. It's just one of those ones you'll probably watch once and just kind of forget about it, to be honest. And next up over here from Sony, guys, is a DVD box set that just got released like 2 or 3 weeks ago in celebration of the new Ghostbusters film that just got released. And I just got this into review yesterday, and I used to watch this show all the time when I was a kid, and that is the Real Ghostbusters, the animated series here on DVD. This set right here contains over 50 episodes of the Real Ghostbusters right here, 58 to be exact. But this set right here is not the complete series of the Real Ghostbusters. Just to let you guys all know, this is just kind of like a random assortment of episodes, thrown in here in volume form. Because in the set right here, you get, 5 volumes of the Real Ghostbusters right here with different, artwork and things, which I think is really, really cool. But the original series of the show was released from Time Life like a handful of years ago, and that set is long out of print and going for ridiculous amounts of money right now. But this is the new version of of the show that you can get now on DVD that's out there, the new pressing of it. But it's not the complete series, like I said. But I remember watching this all the time as a kid and just loving it. Of course, it's based on the original Ghostbusters films that came out in the 80s. The show ran from like 1986 to like 1991 or 2 or something like that. And I don't know, I always really liked this show. And I believe like the show had a name change in the middle of the series from like the Real Ghostbusters to Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters back in the day. Because I remember the Slimer part, like a long time ago. But I was always going, why is it called the Real Ghostbusters? I remember Slimer was the first name on it. I don't know, but I just want to let you guys all know you can get this set out there right now. It's like $40 or less, and you can even get the volumes by themselves in the stores. But I just want to let you guys all know that you can get the new Ghostbusters set right here on DVD, baby. Alright everyone, the last three up over here from Olive Films Home Entertainment, and the first one up is a movie called The Ratings Game. I believe this is Showtime's first original film that came on back in the 80s, directed by Danny DeVito and starring Real Perman also. And in this movie, Danny DeVito plays this character of Vic DeSalvo. He's a really rich, eccentric guy who owns like a trucking company or whatever, but he always has a dream of, you know, getting into the entertainment business. He has these ideas for different TV shows that he wants to pitch the big networks and stuff like ABC, NBC, and all this kind of stuff. So it's pretty much him going around to all these different studios trying to pitch his ideas that he has and being thrown out on his butt because his ideas are the worst ideas, until one day he goes into the studio, one of these studios, at the right day, at the right time, when this one guy is just being fired from his job. But right before he gets fired, you know, he takes on Danny DeVito's show and says, hey, I'm gonna sign you for a deal right now and put you on the air, and you know, just to kind of say screw you to the company that is firing the guy. And it's all about Danny DeVito getting his start in Hollywood, starting up his new TV show that he has. It's really kind of weird and cringy and stuff, and of course, the studio doesn't want the show to air or anything like that. Doesn't want this to happen. He wants the show to happen and just disappear, you know, kind of thing. So the pilot is going to be aired during the Super Bowl or whatever it was. So, you know, it's just going to be kind of forgot about. But Danny DeVito's girlfriend that he comes across in this movie, played by Real Perman, is a person that works for the ratings board that knows where all the people are, that have those little boxes in their homes, and can like change the ratings for him and make it go really well for him. I found this movie to be really kind of cool for what it was. I've never seen it before until I got the movie on Blu-ray here, but I thought it was really, really cool because I'm always been a big fan of Danny DeVito since Taxi, and he's also been in a handful of other movies I just absolutely love, like Twins. I don't know, I just really like this movie, and I think it's gonna be one of those ones I'm gonna keep in my collection for a long, long time. I really, really dug it. And guys, next up over here is Hoodlum on Blu-ray for the very first time. This is, of course, a gangster film that came out back in the late 90s, starring Tim Roth, Vanessa Williams, Lawrence Fishburne, and you also get Andy Garcia as Lucky Luciano in this movie. You also get Cicely Tyson and a young Queen Latifah in here, and it's just pretty much about these three gangs fighting for the top spot in Brooklyn and things, like who's gonna run the streets and stuff. And it's pretty much about the Italian mafia and the Jewish mafia fighting the black mafia for power and stuff. There's a lot more going on in there. You get, of course, Andy Garcia playing Lucky Luciano, like a real gangster from back in the day. And it's kind of an enjoyable film. I haven't seen it in many, many years until I got the Blu-ray again, and it's all right. It wasn't amazing. It looks good on Blu-ray, and the only special feature you get on this Blu-ray disc here is a theatrical trailer. But if you've never seen it before and you guys love movies like Goodfellas and gangster kind of movies, give this one a chance. It was okay, just not the most memorable one, to be honest, out there. Alright everyone, and last but not least right here is Gang Related on Blu-ray, starring Tupac Shakur and James Belushi here. And in this film they play these these undercover cops that are going around busting people and things, but they're kind of crooked. You know what I mean? They're out there extorting and killing other criminals for money and stuff. Until one day they think they're getting this really bad drug dealer out there, and they give him some drugs, and then they kill him. They kill this drug dealer, but come to find out that this guy that they just killed is another undercover officer that they didn't know, and now it's them trying to figure out, oh shit, what are we gonna do, because we just killed this guy, when we need to find somebody that can, take the rap for us. So they find this homeless guy on the street, played by Dennis Quaid, and try to and frame him for the murder of this undercover cop so they can, get away. And all hell breaks loose, and it's them trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do because they don't want to go to jail themselves. It's actually a really, really fun movie, greatly acted by Tupac Shakur in here. He was actually a really underrated actor in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like Juice, Poetic Justice, and all these other movies that he did. He was actually really, really good in these movies. You know what I mean? He was a great rapper. He's even a better actor. Like, I really wish he did, you know, he didn't get murdered back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, he was actually really, really good, you know, in these things. And on this Blu-ray right here, you get the original featurette on here on the making of the film, and you also get the theatrical trailer. It looks really beautiful in HD. And I don't know if it was just me, but when I was watching it, it felt like I had to turn up the volume really loud to actually hear it, unless I'm just getting old or something. Like, the volume levels were kind of a little bit off on here, but it could be just me, to be honest. But that's gang related here on Blu-ray. If you're a fan of Tupac, definitely get this movie if you've never seen it before. But guys, that's all I have to talk to you guys about today. Thank you so much for coming by, and see you guys next time.